Crimson Light Show has brought us to the main event of the evening here in Titletown, and what a game we have in store. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside handoff. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really good looking, Rocky. When you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position, it's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
The give to the back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going over the top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 in QB, you've got no points on offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Works the middle of the field. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
The Gators are rolling down the field. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end. But he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Throw it again. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Pass to 50. At the 30. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And let's Let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
It gets no bigger than 1 versus 2, and take a look at how this critical game finished up. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. 1 versus 2, some were calling it the game of the century. Let's wait to jump to conclusions at least until the new poll comes out this week, men.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
To the air on first down. He's got him. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Going to swing it on second down. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Oh, better look out. Gets him past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. To the air, it's Russell. Grab near the sticks, it's Young. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They'll go back to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The give on the counter. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
With the catch, it's Meadows. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Tell you what, that's a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost the second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab inside the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Immediately fires to the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Pringle. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
3rd down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field, that plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That is got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. He's got him this time. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Running to Green. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davidson. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Steps away. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. With jet sweep pass. Looking for room at the 25. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Alabama quickly back to the line. They send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Tide with the first and 10. Looking to pass. It's Russell. The screen. He can go. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll immediately call timeout.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Turning it on! And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Let's it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the ground, it's Pringle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time. And an even better job in the back end of the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Russell. They'll run the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. San Diego State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory inside Snapdragon Stadium. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Now, we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Paul, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing.
Touchdown, Gators! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Russell. Moving out of the pocket. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Here's the handoff. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass plays coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Here comes that Alabama offense. Running back searching for a hole. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
It's a draw. Got the 1st down, looking for more. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right